Down on the shadows of Mount Whitney, way up high. Lone pine in the Alabama hills, vast in history flowing by. For myriads of people. Myriads of people made the mountains come alive with enactments on silver screen that never cease to strive to bring honesty, integrity, morality to a world that often seemed to lack those things. For so often, the world had the devastation, death, and hatred that blanketed the earth. But the quiet tenacity of those films gave a rebirth to principle, to hope, and a joy that made life worthwhile. In Mount Whitney, once the clouds had cleared, looked down on Lone Pine and the Alabama hills and gave a warm, caring smile. That's what it did. It gave a warm and caring smile. Now I've had people ask me, how can a mountain give a smile? I said, because a mountain is an altar of God. We're all part of an eternal life that most of us have no concept of being millions and millions of years old. The rocks have seen more than we've ever seen. And they will see more than we'll ever see. Because they're a part of the development of a world that cannot live without love. The house where I worship, that's it. You're right in the middle of it. And if you can stand here and not let the immensity of this country, the grandeur of it, and by the way, the simple thing that freedom is our watchword. Not only our own freedom, but it is true that America stands as a symbol to the world for individual liberty. It's the most precious thing you could ever have, is liberty. That's why we fought for it. We will fight for it again if we have to. But we don't want to have to do that. I was in the Army, and I have to tell you all a little story that fits right now. I was guarding German prisoners, and one of the young Teutonic giants looked at me. He said, you know, you're making a great mistake. You sided with the Russians. You will regret that someday. If you had decided to side with us, we would rule the world. I said, well, that's the difference between you and me. I don't want to rule the world. If any of you want to rule the world, I doubt it. You're mighty lucky if you can rule your own little world. And the word rule, even then, is very pliable. We have to look at one another and accept the fact that in this land, each man is your brother. And it is true. Hard to remember sometimes, but it is true. So from now on, just remember, clasp somebody's hand and look them in the eye and say, hi. What can I do for you? Not always, what can you do for me? What can I do for you? Now, a lot of you have to live 30, 40 more years to understand that. But as you all know, old Dick Farnsworth died yesterday. I don't know if you all know that. He had to commit suicide because of great pain that he had. Never told anybody about it. I knew nothing about it. But what a tragedy. A man dies alone when he doesn't have to. Too many people care about him. like people care about every one of you. And I'm hopeful that once in a while you'll give a thought to me. Good night. Thank you all for just being you. Thank you.
Can you get that close up of that tear, you guys? You got him?
I got it.
I can't help it.